Yo, what's up guys? My name is GLOCO and welcome back to The Letter. We're now in part 2 of chapter 1 and it's nice to see you guys again. Thank you so much for the support on this series, okay? Even though we're still in part 2, but I'm really enjoying this game. And if you guys remember, during the last part, we were trying to flee that freaking grudge girl or whatever that was trying to kill us. And we're still not sure if Isabella will be able to, you know, escape from this alive, because I ended it here, you know. Sorry for the cliffhanger, but I think that was really appropriate. So if you guys remember, Isabella is it's confirmed she is a Filipina. Maria Isabella Grace Cruz Santos. That's actually a really long name for a Filipino, but hey, she's an OFW, 26 years old, and she might die right away. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, let's continue. Will Isabella be able to escape from this? Let's find out. Boop. Racing down the stairs, a breathy laugh escapes me, and my shoe slips and I find myself falling. Oh, come on. Until my back hits the ground and pain racks my body. Fucking cliche horror in those flicks, you know, you trip on something, on nothing while you're being chased. Oh my god, you again, son of a... Ah, god. I hate this girl. Okay, my head grows fuzzy and my vision dims as I fight to stay conscious.
No.
Yeah?
Go
away.
away.
Yes. Pray to God. The last thing I see are those feet before all I know is darkness. Alright. Did we survive or did we not? Ooh, animated cutscene. Ah, it's too loud. What? It has a fucking anime opening! Yeah, boy! Oh, this is cool! I hope I don't get copyrighted though. Hey, Becca looks better in anime form. Oh, who's that black-haired girl? Oh, I like her. Oh, it's Ashhole. Oh, Isabella! Oh shit! Is that the girl that was chasing us? I'm not sure if that's Kanji or not. Oh, it is the girl. Oh, yes, it's good. What the fuck? Whoa! This is looking a lot legit than I expected it to be. God, what did I tell you guys? Professional voice acting and anime opening. This is getting really interesting. Oh hey, wait. Okay, we're continuing now. Anyway, I'm having dibs on that black-haired girl. Okay, she looks like a really hot detective. Okay, we must protect her. Okay, a buzz breaks the silence. I start to rouse, pulled into consciousness against my own will. I have never felt this tired before. What the fuck? I just want to sleep, but the insistent buzzing, poking, and prodding isn't letting me. My old mattress may not be the comfiest of places, but that doesn't make me any more eager to wake up.
Isabella.
Oh shit!
5 more minutes, Becca.
Oh god! What happened? I sweat away at what is nudging presently at my side. Can I just get a few extra minutes of sleep today? I promise I'll work hard once I'm up. A hand lightly taps my cheek and something cold is suddenly being pressed at the back of my head. The icy sensation slowly spreads throughout the area, giving me an uncomfortable feeling.
Isabella? Isabella? Oh, can you hear me? Isabella?
The fog of unconsciousness immediately lifts from my mind the moment I recognize the voice and my eyes snap open. There, looking down at me, is Rose. Wait, who is Rose? Is this Rose? Or is this a... Oh god, our best girl! Another woman loiters beside her, but my attention is too focused on my co-agent to even ask why there's someone else with her. Rose's posture just screams worry, although she is keeping a straight face, or trying, and I can't help but feel bad for making her fret. A wave of dizziness washes over me as soon as I try to get up, forcing me to lie back down again. Luckily, it subsides after a few seconds, only until a mild throbbing somewhere at the back of my head remains. She must have hit her head or something. With a little assistance from Rose, I push myself upright. She hands me an ice pack and gestures for me to press it where I suspect a small bump has already formed, if the light ache in the area is any indication.
Alright, Isabella, where are we?
Okay, so this is Rose. Alright, okay, good shit. Alright.
The Ermengarde mansion.
The Ermengarde! I know the joke, guys, okay? The Ermengarde mansion.
Ow, my head.
And the date today?
October 21st? Rose.
Wait, is it October? Is it still October 21st?
Last one. Can you count to 15 in reverse order?
15, 14, 13, 12.
12.
No, that's wrong. Why are we doing this?
She's just checking to see if your injury is in any way serious.
Alright, guys, her voice is so, I don't know. This time, I curiously regard the woman standing beside Rose. It's impossible to overlook her, what with the way she towers over us. Oh, she's really tall. And here I thought Rose is already tall. Who is she anyway? One of the remaining cleaning crews? But with how primly dressed she is, I don't think anyone will want to clean in a suit, an expensive suit at that. The gloves alone must have already cost a fortune. Her eyes slowly shift between me and Rose, considering us with an almost unreadable expression, before finally fixing a sharp gaze on me. I can't help but fold my arms protectively over myself as she does so. She may be far from a cleaning crew, but she certainly looks like my supervisor during evaluation days.
Just do it, please.
Okay, fine. I eye them both warily, but recite everything as she has asked. Rose releases a breath of relief once I'm done.
You scared me for a moment there. I was about to call for an ambulance when you started stirring.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm pretty alright. Besides, getting, falling down a flight of stairs, being chased by a freaking grudge girl, I don't know. And where the fuck were you, by the way? Jesus. Exasperation soon replaces the dull ache. The memory's a little fuzzy, but the attic and...
There was someone, Rose. In the attic.
Oh, shit.
Someone? You mean a client? Oh, that's unlikely. It's probably just one of the cleaning crews.
They're still cleaning crews right now?
The boss sent a few of them back this morning for some last minute...
No, not any of those. They're, I'm not actually sure.
Oh, God.
Wait, didn't I call you? You said you were in the attic when you answered. That's why I went there in the first place.
Oh. Both Rose and the lady look at me like I've just grown another head. Did I say something weird? Rose casts an apologetic smile at the woman beside her before the awkward silence stretches on further. It's her saleswoman smile, the same one she taught me back when I was still her trainee. I should have shown this to a troublesome client or just to avoid trouble in general, she advised. Okay, alright, cool. It's also the one she gives me when I've done something particularly absurd that may cause us to lose a potential sale. Her eyes are serious when she turns back to me. She takes both of my shoulders, gently squeezes it, and with as much patience she can muster.
As much as I'd love to have gotten at least a heads up of your arrival, I didn't really get a call from you.
Really now?
You know, signal here is absolutely horrendous. I was in the garden earlier and couldn't even make a single call.
Really?
Isabella, I'm going to ask again. Are you really all right? What happened?
I don't know. It's all a bit blurry. I remember I was looking for you, but you weren't in the attic. And there's... whoever it is.
Or whatever it is.
And I must have tripped on a rug or something on the way down. Oh no. Do you think someone came in while you were out? You left the main door open. We are so going to get into big trouble if something gets stolen, Rose.
That's your worry right now, Isabella?
Perhaps
Right.
it is a concussion.
Are you sure you feel fine? We could still call for an ambulance. I could cover for you.
No, I'm fine. I'm okay, Rose. I can work.
Typical Filipina, okay. It's all fine and dandy when it comes to work. Wait. Hold your hoses, Rose. I can't just miss an important sale because of a minor bump in the... See, she's still thinking about the work. What happened to the... Fuck this work. Fuck that grudge girl and all that shit. An extremely minor bump. I've had worse when I was a kid. This is nothing.
Besides, if I leave, you'll have to shoulder everything in the open house, alone. And in a mansion this big?
Well, there's also the part where I might lose the bonus BRC promise, but that's completely beside the point. Rose gives me a skeptical look when I return the cold compress to her and push myself off the floor. I have to use the staircase railings to steady myself, but otherwise, I feel fine.
See? I'm A-okay.
The two of them exchange a worried glance and Rose assumes a contemplative look. I bite my lower lip in anticipation if she says no.
All right, you in.
A smile threatens to slip out from me.
If I see that you aren't feeling well, I'm taking you personally to the nearest clinic to have you checked. Clear?
Clear as day, ma'am. Thanks, Rose.
You insisted. But remember what I said. First sign of you looking not okay, and we're off. No questions asked.
Hi.
It's just a small bump. Don't worry.
You shouldn't downplay these kinds of things. It could be a serious injury for all we know.
Hey, that's true. Concussions shouldn't be taken lightly. Suddenly, a small cough sounds against the walls of the foyer, interrupting our banter. The woman is looking expectantly at the two of us, her stare making me shrink back a little on myself. She isn't really intimidating. Well, she is. But not in the scary negative way. Far from it, actually, her demeanor simply commands an air of sophistication and respect. In a different world, a younger me would have probably wished to be like her. She coughs again, lifting a well-trimmed eyebrow at me in question. Words get caught in my tongue, and Rose, as usual, is swift to catch my own blunders.
My sincerest apologies, Mrs.
Yes, what's her name?
Miss McCulloch. Marianne McCulloch.
It's Miss McCulloch! Marianne McCulloch! So there's a cuff in there, or a phlegm. I'm sorry. All right, let's go. So Marianne McCulloch, trainee, Charlie Rose Designs, an interior designer. All right, cool. The words interior designer catch my eyes before my partner flips it over. Oh, probably someone interested in the mansion for its 17th century influences. Then, I won't hold it against her though. Despite the hearsays and remaining uninhabited for years, the mansion's original fittings and furniture have been kept completely intact and restored to pristine condition. I suppose some people find the trip to the past feeling appealing. What's with that smile, Rose? Cut that out. After all, with what it offers, this place is a definite haven for people looking to live somewhere with a classic historical charm.
Miss McCullough, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my
Miss
partner,
McCullough.
Isabella Santos. We're just ironing out a few things, but we'll be starting the tour soon enough.
Oh, so she is a client. Oh, cool.
In the meantime, we've prepared some refreshments for you in the parlor while you're waiting. If you could please.
Thanks. There's no need for it, though. I just dropped by for a quick survey of the place. I thought I should check the estate before I meet with the homeowners.
I see. The confused look on Rose's face is impossible to miss when she glances at me. I return it with an equally perplexed look. And against my better judgment, I blurt out the first question that comes to mind.
I'm sorry. Homeowners?
Yeah, homeowners, yeah. I should have kept my mouth shut. A flash of irritation crosses her face, but it instantly disappears under a mask of professional detachment.
Yes. Hannah Wright? I was hired by her to handle the interior design for their newly bought home. This is the Ermengarde mansion, right?
The Ermengarde mansion.
It is, but...
She pauses, possibly trying to find the right words to fix the awkward situation without offending someone. No, Rose nudges me with her elbow. You know what? I think the safest answer is we'll check with our supervisor, right? Yay! Those few moments have given me enough time to clear my head of any nervousness or confusion clouding it.
It is, ma'am, but we weren't aware the mansion has already been sold.
Oh.
What do you mean?
What? I almost flinch when she turns her gaze on me, but I stand my ground. Besides, it isn't like I haven't dealt with awkward situations like this before. I may screw up at times, but that doesn't mean I haven't learned a thing or two in the 5 years I've worked in the business.
The mansion is indeed for sale, ma'am. Today's the open house, in fact. However, we haven't heard anything from the higher-ups that a deal has already been closed for this particular property.
Yeah, there you go.
If you'd like, my co-agent and me can check with them right now.
She nods, seemingly in deep thought after I've finished. She appears to be a reasonable person anyway. Given the proper explanation, she'll likely understand.
I thought something looked odd when I arrived here. Excuse me, I think I need to make a call to my secretary.
You know, this is bad. She's already entered the freaking house. That's pretty much, you know, she's pretty much doomed, I think. No.
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Santos.
Okay, with a slight wave of her hand, she leaves us, presumably to double check with someone on her side. That seems to be the end of it. Oh man, I was expecting Mrs. McCulloch to have a more cutesy voice, but she turns out to be a really mature girl. I don't mind, I think that's pretty hot. Okay, both Rose and I breathe a sigh of relief. Disaster averted. I also don't miss the thumbs up she gives me for doing a good job, and I can't help but swell with pride. Still, I've already prepared myself to dial the number to our Luxborn office and check even if she didn't ask for it. I will be very frustrated if for some reason an agreement has already been decided without my Rose's knowledge, yeah. That's a whole new level of unfair. We've been working hard on this. Moments later, Miss McCulloch returns, looking a little frustrated, but an apology clear in her face. I feel a little sorry for her to go through all this trouble.
There seems to have been a little misunderstanding with my client. If you'll allow it, I'd like to stay and wait for them here. I was informed they'll be dropping by for the open house today. I figured it'd be a waste to just leave after that long drive. I might as well meet him here.
Oh God! Now that I hear her voice and her dialogue much clearer now, Mrs. McCulloch is actually Irish. Hey! That's why. That's why there's an a Culloch in the end of her name, and it explains her distinct accent. It's not that distinct, but
Certainly.
Kind of.
You can stay at the
recognize
parlor
it.
in the meantime, ma'am. I'm sure it won't be long before our guests arrive.
Mm-hmm.
And Isabella, I left a few documents in my car. You know where I keep those.
Oh yeah.
Can you please get it for me?
Sure thing. Rose takes a glance at her wristwatch before tossing me a set of keys.
And hurry! We've still got a few minutes to double check those papers.
Okay, got it. Give me a few minutes.
Alright. The two of them disappear behind the parlor's door. Their departure brings with it a hushed stillness to keep me company, neither comforting nor soothing. This alone, it's impossible not to think of what truly happened earlier. Oh, so you still do remember! I wish the memory isn't as elusive as it normally is. Then again, Rose already said she didn't receive any call from me. Was it just my paranoia at work? A temporary lapse in my own mind after having heard all those tales about this place? Probably. I want to think of it as such. Better to think of it as such so I can work in peace. Except a small part of my mind begs to differ, and if I'm going to be completely honest with myself, I want nothing more than to leave this place as soon as possible. I don't know what's in this house, and I don't want to know. The keys Rose have just handled me dig into my palm, its jagged edges creating shallow ridges on my skin from how hard I'm clutching it. It's a cursory reminder of what I still need to do and why I've taken this job in the first place. Hugging my blazer closer to my body, I exit the house to get what Rose has asked of me. Sorry. Just a few more hours, Isabella. Sell the house, get the money, and... Oh, God fucking hell, man! Oh, okay, alright. October 21, Friday. Oh my God, mansion! Afternoon. A flock of people have already gathered in the mansion's front yard by the time we officially open the doors. I'm not sure whether I should feel baffled or underdressed standing in their presence. Men and women of wealth and status, all dressed to the nines in fancy suits and lovely dresses of varying colors, compose the medium-sized crowd. Their necks, arms, and fingers are adorned with silver and gold, glinting in the afternoon sun. Some have ridiculously fancy feathered hats on their heads. Is it actually a good idea to host a party in this accursed place? I don't know. Oh God. I really hope there aren't any magpies living nearby like in the stories. Those birds will have a field day in this They are murmuring among themselves, looking at the estate's facade appraisingly, with some arguing about whose mansion has the superior architecture. Pfft, pompous bitches, if I'm sorry about that. But most of it stops as Rose calls for their attention. They don't look too pleased at being ordered around, but what can they do about it?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Rose Cooper, and this is my partner, Isabella Santos. We'll be taking a tour of the mansion in 2 groups. Please make sure you filled up our sign-in forms before joining a specific group.
All right.
Those who want to look around the first floor, please follow my partner. I'll be guiding the ones who wish to see the ground floor.
Hearing this, a few wandered towards me. They are mostly old ladies who seem daunted at the idea of climbing all those stairs. Miss McCulloch also joins our group, but what really catches my eye is the elegantly dressed pair as she approaches. Oh, look at this pompous little shiz. We've seen them actually in the opening, and they kind of remind me, or they kind of look like the ones in the paintings, don't you think? In the hall, the big hall. Anyway.
It's so nice to finally meet you. When Chief Inspector Lee mentioned that a famous interior designer is in town, I knew I had to get you.
Your confidence in my skills is very flattering, ma'am.
She's blushing. That's cute.
I'm sure you won't disappoint, Marianne.
Wow, see, he surprisingly has a deep voice. I was expecting like a teenager boy or something.
Oh, you know each other?
Not at all, ma'am.
You mentioned something about a Marianne on our way here, darling?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
They must be the clients she was talking about. I might have seen their faces somewhere before, some magazine or the television. I can't quite remember. But then again, most of our guests have likely ended up on the news, one way or another. I won't be surprised if these two have too. For people who are popular though, they aren't dressed as loudly as the others, and in their simplicity, the couple stands out. See? It's cool. The woman in particular is stunning enough to turn the heads of most people in my group, especially the men with wandering eyes. The guy standing beside her doesn't seem to mind though. And if I'm going to be a bit bolder with my assumptions, I'll say he's basking in the attention. Both of them, in fact, peas in a pod. I'll think they are brother and sister if it isn't for their public display of affection. Oh, alright. The matching rings on their fingers just cement the fact that they are indeed a couple. Wow, my only sunshine. That's cool. How many carats are those diamonds though? Looks pretty. Cool. Alright, whatever. Couple or not, what's important is that we get this deal closed before the current owners can even think of canceling the listing agreement. I just hope one of the people in my or Rose's group is brave and generous enough to buy this mansion. And so, with papers in hand, I lead the way. Alright, cool. When they aren't whispering among themselves or going ooh and ah over one thing or another, they ask questions. From how the restoration process went to the history of the place, I answered them all. More than happy to talk about the art pieces and architecture mostly. However, I'm careful not to mention anything about the urban legend. Not a good material for sales talk, even if the entire population of Luxembourg knows about it.
Some of the furnishings here are actually the 17th century originals, all of which have undergone a painstaking restoration process just to return its original beauty.
Even the glass thing. Colorful ones. Oh, I don't know, but you get the idea, I hope.
You mean the tainted glass?
Especially that one, ma'am. It is said to be a gift commissioned by the fiancé of Lady Charlotte Ermengarde.
Oh my god!
The mansion's current owners have specifically requested that the restoration crew take great care in handling it.
Nice.
It's a priceless work of art and the most distinctive feature of the mansion.
Oh, she's really selling it. By the time I've stopped talking, her attention is already elsewhere.
Isn't this place wonderful, darling? I told you it's not a total waste of your time.
I don't know. Isn't it a bit too small? We might have to break a wall down to have more room.
Oh, come on. It's a priceless piece of work, guys. You can't just start breaking walls and
Well,
stuff.
I think it is just right. Don't you think so, Marianne?
It is splendid, ma'am.
A story updated.
But isn't it a little too early to make plans when no deal has been signed yet?
Oh, shut up. That's they're just trying to be, they're just imagining things
Never
or
mind
something
that.
like that.
It isn't going to be a problem. We've got a wonderful legal team to handle everything.
Oh, so they're really set in buying this mansion. Awesome.
Start taking notes, though. I think I've got a few things I want changed before we move in.
Whoa, they're really sure about this. Okay. The rest of their conversation gets lost in the chatter of our other companions. I don't want to make any assumptions yet, but their sheer interest is enough to give me some semblance of hope. No, please, please, please let this guys be the one. Eventually, our group reaches the kitchen. Ooh, wow. Looks like a kitchen of, Snow White or something. I don't know. Much like the rest of the house, a great deal of effort has been put into retaining the room's classical appeal. I actually like this kind of kitchen look. It makes me feel like I'm in a cabin out in the woods or something. It's cool stuff. The open hearth at the end of the room in particular looks amazing, like the ones I only see in fairy tale books before. See, I told you guys. Alright. And mad props to the cleaning crew. Seriously, after overhearing hundreds of their complaints about the soot and tar staining the bricks and how much of a pain in the ass cleaning this will be, they still managed to pull this off. Or make it look presentable at least.
The highlight of the room, however, is what's underneath this hatch here.
I wouldn't want to go in that fucking hatch, though.
Oh, don't say anything yet. An underground wine cellar.
An underground wine cellar! Oh, this is the first time the guy in Grey speaks up. Mr. Look Right, my memory supplies from the forums they signed earlier. Ah, so his name is Look Right. Okay. His sudden attentiveness catches me off guard. Since the start of the tour, only his wife has shown any form of genuine interest in the place. But this time, something lights up in his eyes at the mention of the undercroft. What's so interesting about a basement? I really don't understand rich people sometimes. He wants a freaking wine cellar. Okay. Right now, he just gives me the impression of a child who has just seen what he absolutely wants for Christmas. I have always found it cute whenever I see children act that way. My younger siblings especially. On a grown man, it's almost funny.
Yes, sir. It could house around 7,000 to 11,000 bottles of wine.
Whoa, that is nice.
Truly. And the room, how was it built?
The bricks that were used to build the cellar had been carefully picked for the purpose of maintaining and preserving a constant temperature and humidity in the room.
Oh, it's impressive. That actually sent me some goosebumps.
It's a good place to keep your private collection in, if you have one, sir.
Ooh.
It keeps the corks in good condition.
Oh, love. Didn't you say before that you wanted to make your own personal vineyard? Perhaps you could start one here.
Fucking rich people, guys.
You know we're going to need space for that, darling.
And this isn't big enough?
If it's space you're worried about, sir, the Ermengarde mansion sits on a 46-acre lot. There's plenty of room for it. We were told that the original owners had a horse stable built here before, too.
No. There's a contemplative expression on Mr. Wright's face, but he doesn't say anything further. His wife, however, seems really pleased that he has started to show interest, if only a little. I smile to myself. I may not completely understand how these people's minds work, but I sure as hell know how to spot a buyer with sincere interest. Yeah, I'm actually really convinced with how Isabella is selling this mansion. Score! I can't wait to tell Rose. The rest of the tour goes by without a hitch. After more than a half an hour, we're able to cover almost every room in the ground floor and are heading to the parlor. Funny. The first time we surveyed the property, I kept complaining to Rose how big it is. Now I can't even bring myself to care no matter how much my feet hurt. Maybe this is just my excitement over a prospective sale. When we reach the parlor, however, an odd feeling washes over me. Oh god, I hate that. Some whispering shit is going on. Oh god. Oh god, that is so eerie. Fuck this. Oh god, alright. It starts off as a small goosebumps on my skin, a feeling of being watched intently. Oh god. Whispers in my ear and shadows dancing, lurking in the corner of my vision. Oh, that sucks. Dark silhouettes that are gone when I turn to see what it is. A chill that settles down my spine, making me feel sick, and I start to break into cold sweat. I can't do this. I need to sit down for a moment. The old ladies in the group have been requesting for a break anyway. If I can just...
Excuse me? Everyone? We will be taking a 15-minute rest here before we visit the first floor.
Oh god, this is bad.
In the meantime, please help yourselves to the refreshments and snacks we've prepared. If anyone has any questions, Feel free to approach me. I'd be happy to help you.
I'll let them sit while I retreat to a quiet corner to recover. It's not what you think. Oh, guys, those freaking whispering. It's my headphones. Don't think about it. It's not what you think. I probably just caught Becca's cold. Don't think about it. I'm left alone for a good while, the same words spilling out of my lips in a silent prayer. Until a hand taps my shoulder. Oh fucking god, no way.
Hello.
Oh,
You
fuck
there?
you, ma'am, right? Oh.
Yes, ma'am?
Oh, look at you! Having to show a group around a mansion this big must be exhausting.
Yes, it is. Oh my god, I think my camera just fucked up. Or something. Let's see. Wait, guys, I think my camera just fucked up. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that.
Not a problem, ma'am. I'm just doing my job.
What a hard worker! Anyway, Isabel, right?
Yep.
Isabella, actually.
Oh,
But
Isabella.
yes, what can I help you with, ma'am, right?
Common mistake.
Please, just Hana. Call me Hana.
Hana!
I just wanted to ask, how soon are we able to move in?
Well, put the money down, we'll talk about it. My brain completely stopped. The sick feeling plaguing me is suddenly gone, replaced by utter bewilderment. Is she being serious? She looks at me expectantly as I struggle to come up with an answer.
Wait, ma'am, you see... But we haven't even negotiated a price yet, ma'am. We haven't even finished touring the rest of the mansion.
Oh, yeah,
A
exactly.
sale would be great and all, but...
She stops me from speaking any further, putting a hand on my shoulder. For a moment, with her tight smile, she looks as if she has tasted a particularly sour lemon.
Oh, please, sweetie, don't insult me. Money is not a problem.
Fucking rich people, guys! Jesus!
And, just between you and me, this place is better off with us than with some old lady who'll probably just fill it up with cats.
The fuck?
I personally don't think there's anything wrong with having cats here, ma'am Hana. I'm sure there's more than enough space here if you want pets.
Yeah, I think this conversation isn't going well, Isabella. How perhaps I'm still not feeling well, but really, what's wrong with cats? I think she really has a thing for cats. I think it's in her profile or something. More importantly, why is she talking about moving in already?
Well, I'm more of a dog person.
Me too.
But you see, this is going to be a gift to my darling. It's going to be our anniversary soon. And it would be so wonderful if you can secure its purchase for us. Why, I can even offer something extra if you help us out with the paperwork.
We actually have a process for this, ma'am. I don't really think that would be necessary or appropriate.
And just
very
what are you two
professional.
lovely ladies talking about here? Leaving me and our lovely interior designer to talk here by ourselves. What would the people think, darling?
Oh, it's just small talk, love. I was asking if she could help me with the paperwork.
Paperback. I struggle not to wince with her nails nails dig into my shoulder. I can't help but send an imploring look at Miss McCullough, who only gives me an apologetic smile and a shrug.
Yeah, I can give you a fact sheet and a form to fill out.
She wastes no time in taking the papers from my hand and shuffles through the bunch. Oh man, Rose is going to be so angry at me for letting her do that.
Wonderful. And
God.
Marianne, I'd really love to talk to you about those changes. You took some notes earlier, yes?
I did, Mom. But I really hope that this time...
Excellent. Hopefully you can help us out too, Isabel.
She's really insisting on this grab. Damn.
Isabella.
Right. It's a lovely name, Isabel.
God damn it, Hannah.
It's Isabella.
Yes, that's great. We'll be more than happy to put in a good word to your superiors too, and what's this?
A look of confusion and disgust is apparent on her face. Turning to her husband, he merely shrugs in reply. Oh, what the hell?
That's, an interesting work of art. Not to my taste, though.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
sorry.
Oh, shit! Is that the letter? Oh, God! She just sent it to 3 more people! Oh, God! Oh, no! This is bad. That was so careless. Oh my god. Is it the letter?
Darling, Buttercup, art is a complete overstatement for this garbage. It looks like a cheap prop from a D-list horror film.
Shush, love. Let the girl do what she pleases with, what do they call this? Oh, forget about it. At the very least, it's not as dreadful as the one art exhibit I was forced to attend last month. You should have seen it, Marianne. Even you would have been appalled.
Oh god.
But I'm sure you'll know what to do with our walls once we get started.
I highly doubt it is as bad as you say, ma'am. Nevertheless, you can be assured that my team will only pick whatever suits your tastes. Nothing of this chain letter sort, of course. It has to always work with a palette.
I'm quite sure chain letters these days don't come in this form.
Jesus Christ, guys. It's my turn to be puzzled. What do they mean? Rose and I double-checked everything earlier. Are the papers I handed not enough? I wanted to ask what I did wrong. I don't want to mess this up. But with the way Ma'am Hannah's leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
What the fuck? A smile is back on her lips when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. The sides crinkle in my grip and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
I don't even notice when Rose, as well as the other groups touring the mansion, joins us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say that no, I am not alright. I want to leave this place because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter and that woman in the attic, it's real.
The letter. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless, I've been so careless! How do I even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad? Ah, jeez. Fuck! Oh my god, if I show it to Rose, she's gonna get cursed too! If I don't show the letter, they'll think, oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. You know what? I don't want to drag any more people into this, okay? I will not show the letter, okay? Fuck that.
Rose,
The words are stuck in my throat. I want to tell her, I really do, but is she going to believe me? She already dismissed me earlier. It's a concussion, she said. It's not. There really is something in this house, in that attic, in that letter. It's going to go after us. Please, believe me.
Is Isabella alright?
Not at all. Ma'am Hannah's voice breaks through the haze, beginning to cloud my mind. Rose is looking down on me, worry etched on her features. I don't even notice when she has removed the wrinkled paper from my hands and pushed me down to sit on a nearby chair. From the edge of my vision, I can also make out Miss McCulloch asking a passing food server for a glass of water. Mr. Wright stands in the sidelines. Although curious, he appears more inclined to watch the scene than help. They are all as likely to believe me as Rose does. To everyone, whatever's in this house is just a hoax, a cautionary tale for children.
Isabella, do you need me to call that ambulance?
She offers me a drink, but I push it away. I need to get out of here because before I cause an even bigger commotion. Clear my head, take a breath of fresh air, anything to take my mind off things. No one is going to believe me anyway.
no. I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me. I'll be back. I just need to catch my breath.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make a quick exit. doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door of the parlor when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious in my face because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler. Eyes softer. A fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
Thank you, Rose.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands. Small gestures to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded... Oh my god. Did you get the letter? Did you fucking get... God, please, Rose, no. It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless. More as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can. But I have this nagging feeling that one way or another, it will find its way back to me regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
No, please.
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
Oh no.
You're kicking me out?
Oh god.
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She claps her hand together in front of her eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself, at the unlucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
Cool.
You're upset.
Of
A
course.
little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
Because you're a noob. At the memory, she dissolves into helpless giggles, which I also join in, earning a strange looks from guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
I guess we are. I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Alright.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
Okay. She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Alright. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered some ways opposite of me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one will cost more to buy. A little argument here and occasional laughter and teasing there, a smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing this past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Alright. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered me, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the letter, but personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. True. There's Rose offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. Couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and—
Shit! I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City.
What the
Baggers,
fuck,
watch
Ash?
out, can't beat me.
What?
Shit,
how loud is this thing even?
What the— A sharp ringing fills the entire hall, disrupting the pleasant quiet that has settled. Soon enough, heads began to turn in search for the source, mine included. My eyes darted around the small crowd before zeroing in on a lone figure crouched behind the same group of old people checking out the deckers a moment ago. He is facing away from me, fumbling with something in his hands. But I don't need to see his face to know whose back it is. Oh, I'll recognize a damn parka anywhere. Without bothering to end the call, I marched towards him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this.
Of all the times to...
Fucking asshole, guys. Jesus Christ.
Ashton Fray!
Ashton freaking Fray. Hey, he actually kind of looks like Ada Wong. His getup, his gloves and everything. Freaking Harajuku, like a visual K guy. You know, actually reminds me of how I tried to dress up like back in college. But anyway. Oh god, alright. Things are gonna get really much more complicated from here on out, huh? So, yep, I am gonna end this episode right here. Damn, guys. Whew. A lot has happened. And so far, if my memory serves me right, 5 people to see the letter. That's me, Isabella, Mr. Wright, Hannah, and McCulloch. So that's 4 people already. So there's just one more person who hasn't seen the letter yet. And it might be Ash. Who knows? So we were really careful with not letting Rose see the letter herself. Because that could have cursed her or something. But anyway, whoa man, I'm liking this. I'm actually on edge most of the time. Voice acting still superb. Characters are pretty interesting. And I'm guessing that those rich couple, it's gonna, shit is gonna happen with them. Particularly because they kind of look like the original owners in the paintings right here. And if you remember the anime opening, I think the face of Mr. Wright kind of flipped or something. I don't know. Alright, again, thank you so much guys for supporting my series. I hope you guys enjoyed watching part 2. Okay, I'll try to upload the next part as soon as I can. Alright, or if you guys want to go on your own story, do buy the game, support the developers. Okay, this is probably one of the best Filipino made games I've ever played so far. Alright guys, it's really cool. It's really cool. I'm really excited for this, guys. And I heard that there are 20 hours worth of gameplay for each playthrough. Alright guys, we're still in chapter 1 and we've already played like almost 2 hours on this game. It's pretty cool. So I'll see you guys again in the next episode, guys. Alright.